Scotia.
Hello friends, and welcome back to Nova Scotia. If you caught last week's video, which if you didn't, you should definitely go back and watch it. We had a major win after a long day's work, but assuming you saw it, you'll hopefully remember that we finished the day off having dry fit all of the sill plates under the back wall of the kitchen, and today we have the much easier task of going in and permanently installing them. Side of this.
Yes, you can do it. I believe in you.
But we didn't get far before we got a visit from neighbor Mike.
You just missed it. We just had our whole sill plate in.
Insert it there. Then untrack this and put the slurry on.
So it's probably what you said. Yeah.
Is it Taya?
Yes. Yeah, Taya.
Taya. Was I introduced as their best friend from Nova Scotia?
Yeah.
Did I hear that? Did I hear that correctly?
Yeah. You are
Come on now.
neighbor Mike.
I was told by someone that you just put up on your site, the digging in the basement and getting the drain around the perimeter.
We're in the middle of it.
And he said, "I heard your voice in the background."
Yeah,
I didn't see you, but I heard your voice.
Yeah.
So I want full credit for that.
Oh yeah, neighbor Mike.
I see a house move.
Oh yeah, watch our whole house move.
There.
She dances.
I wonder.
I don't want to try to boy dance.
I wonder if you knocked out your shim.
Oh, there's a shim on there.
That,
You put a shoe under.
Me, of course. Miss.
Me, of course.
Okay, not. Thank you, neighbor Mike. Wisdom over first.
Would you like to sign this piece before I paint over it? It's a banana!
Meanwhile, Phil's over here removing another 1.5 inches from the shoulder of this half lap because we decided we wanted to make our sill plate a little bit bigger. We were going to laminate a 2x6 onto the 6x6. That was going to make it larger. It was going to bring it closer in size to the original sill plate of the house, which was actually 6x8. And it wasn't purely a decision that we made for romantic historical reasons, but actually because it was going to give much better support to some of the floor joists, because not all of them were sitting on the smaller sill quite as much as we would like. It probably would have been fine. They had been sitting that way on the previous sill plate for decades, but let's just call it an abundance of caution.
Hi. This side here is super out of square. I can't understand why. Because this is the same height as this. Pretty sure.
Okay, I get new battery. Bye.
So today's sponsorship segment is coming to you from a very unlikely place, let's just say. Okay, so if we want to talk for a sec about how easy the Bamboo Lab app is to use, I am here. I'm in the middle of a car scrapyard. I'm over an hour away from home, but I also have a really long print running. Started it before I left to come here, and I want to check in on it to make sure that everything's going okay, because if something's not, I would like to stop it. I would like to know about it and pause the print. But I also have a new phone, so I had to re-download the Bamboo Lab app onto my phone, and less than 60 seconds after I started downloading it, I was here able to log in, and if I just click on this, I can monitor my print, see how it's going. It is So easy, so simple. We were just commenting, Phil and I, about how printing has come a long, long ways and how Bamboo Labs is making it super easy for me to monitor my print and make sure nothing's going wrong while I'm here sourcing car parts for my poor car.
Okay, so we are obviously back at home and Phil's going to be outside working on the car for a little while now. So I thought I could give you an update on the IKEA pegboard that I teased in the last episode because I have been busy printing some very fun organizational things for it. So here's where I'm at so far. I don't want to call it the final iteration because I would probably continue to tweak it a little bit, but here's the first iteration and I am so happy with how it turned out. I love the colors. I love the placement. I love all the really unique storage solutions I found on Bamboo Lab. So I thought I would take you through some of my absolute favorites, starting off with this adorable little milk crate. So it's got the hooks on the back, so it works perfectly with the IKEA pegboard system, but it looks like a little milk crate. It's amazing. I've got my hot glue sticks in this one. Another absolutely genius solution I found was this hook right here. Now this is to hold your spools of thread, but you'll notice it has a secondary hook right here, and that is for your bobbins. So once you have wound some of this thread onto a bobbin, you can keep them together, forever paired. So clever, so genius. Then this shelf up here, I just added for a little extra storage. Right now it's just kind of got some cute knickknacks. This one was a Bamboo Lab exclusive, and actually same with this blue one here that's got my super glue in it. So not only are they exclusive to Bamboo Labs, but they're also fully customizable in Bamboo's parametric model maker. So I could play around with the shelf and determine how long it would be, how deep it would be, if I wanted the top to have a pattern like this, or if I wanted it to be solid, all that kind of stuff. And the same actually with these cubbies, which I have made to fit my super glue at the moment, but you can completely customize it. So maybe you make jewelry and you want these to hold like a bunch of little jewelry making supplies. Well, then you might change this to be really low and really shallow. Maybe you'd add more compartments. But if you were into drawing, for say, and you wanted them to hold your colored pencils, then you might make them really tall and skinny. You might have fewer compartments because you would just put a bunch of pencils in each one. Whatever you want with Bamboo Labs Maker Lab, it's super easy. You don't have to download any extra software. You just do it right in the browser. And then when you're satisfied with the final design, you can download it and print it off in any color that you want. Super, super cool, really easy to use. Like I said, I've seen 3D printing go from painfully slow and tricky to fast, clean, and reliable. And honestly, Bamboo Labs here is the reason why. It doesn't matter if you're new to 3D printing or if you've been a maker for years, they've got something that fits you. So if you're thinking about getting into 3D printing, or maybe you want to just upgrade your current setup, whatever it is, I've got an affiliate link in the description to get you started. Then it was time for the final installation of that first sill plate, but it was already a pretty tight fit before we added that capillary break, which was fragile and prone to tearing. So this was definitely an interesting and bumpy process.
Yep. Nope.
Okay.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Up.
Wait for me to pull before you pull. I got it here.
Wait, no. We're not ready. Everyone good? Up.
Ready?
Rearrange.
Not ready.
Hold on. Up. Well, a wee bit more if you can. Or maybe it's hitting. Okay.
cannot do this by yourself. Easy does it.
And down. Hold up, because now we're reaching the point, so we got it. Ow! Yep, and up.
It's me. About here is where I want to start. Nice 45 degree. Same thing here, here and here. There's gonna be 1, 2, and then the shorter one, 2 in the center, 1, 2, and then just another 1, 2 like this. Because I can't really go get what I want in this direction.
Where's coffee?
Still brewing.
Womp womp.
Why is Phil loud?
It made it look like you really like the Swiss military.
Oh. Clink!
But no, we just like coffee.
We just crave coffee. Caffeine. Coffee. Also, I just talked to Shannon through her floor because her house is barely a house.
It's more like Swiss cheese.
Yeah, it's filled with, well, Swiss everything. Swiss coffee for the Swiss cheese house.
So the 9 here is the 9 inch out of 12 from the foot before. So it would be 7 foot 9 inches. Or just 93 inches. And maybe 1/16. Because this is 16ths, this is 8ths, this is quarters, this is the half.
I don't get it.
So the small line here is 1/16 because there's 16 of them in an inch.
But it says 11 and 95.
No. This is 7 foot, the one before, and 9 inches.
How is it not?
Look, 8 foot, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Oh, okay.
9, 10,
Yeah,
11,
okay.
12, so 9. So this is the 9 from the 7 foot before. Well, you can just say 93 inches on the dot.
So 13 hours and 52 seconds.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
No, less than 1 hour. Because 10 foot was 1 hour and 4 minutes.
So it's 93. Is this beam level? I could give it an 8 extra.
But then we have issues putting the siding on if it's too big.
It's never an issue when it's
No,
too
but if
big. There we go. Yeah. Hold on. And yep. Hold on. Can you push?
Nice, okay. Let's call it there. Everyone out of the frame for it. Oh no!
You've been filming this. I didn't know you had started it.
I did. It was supposed to
Well,
be.
you've been filming the roof.
Okay, you're good. Now you can go back in. That's all I wanted. Yay, still plates!
Yay!
That's what we like to see. Look at that, it disappears into literal nothingness in the corner.
Here, this shimmy is holding so many things.
Bye! Yeah, that one either.
This one too.
The wall is literally just floating.
Yeah, it's supported by the corner.
Wait,
Oh, that's oh, never mind. That had a nail in it. But no chance.
once upon a rot. All these shims. Oh, look at this.
Yeah, I know. See? And literally yeet it off. Oh, it's not gonna come out in one piece.
That's fine. Just out of curiosity, what if I...
Oh,
What if I... Oh. Well, maybe it will... That,
good job, Shannon.
that was easy.
Let's put it by the side.
Wow.
This was holding your house.
No, it wasn't.
Okay, well that was easy. Oh, thank you for that. So what we see here is rocks from the beer. It's actually not, it's just mortar. So these are kind of here, I don't know how. They were on top of a lot of dirt, so.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Let's slap a sill plate on there. Interesting.
They used bricks, so that's fun.
Creative problem solving.
Yes. And this, is this mortar? Put that back in there.
Oh, no, that rock needs to stay there for now. Please stay here.
Hey, rock.
So this is why we put capillary breaks between the wood and the concrete and the masonry.
In there fingering that wood, huh?
I really am, but I'm making a point.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, a spider carcass.
Carcass?
Carcass.
That
What?
seems so aggressive. Wow.
It really is a
Who
carcass.
put holes in your house here?
People, when they blew in the insulation, that's how they got it in.
Oh, fun.
You know what was extra fun? They drilled the holes through like this much, all 4 layers of siding, and then they just didn't plug it up in some places.
And now, there's a hole for holding a broom.
Now there's a hole for holding a broom. Yeah, it's funny. The foundation is not at all where the house needs to be. So I was going through my YouTube analytics the other day. That's like the behind the scenes back end stuff for YouTube creators, because I was noticing that some of my figures and stats were looking really, really weird lately. Actually had me very concerned for the future of this channel. But it turns out I figured out why. I made sense, and the news wasn't great. It was that not 1, but 2 of my videos, these guys right here, were not being monetized, had never been monetized, have never in the history of their existence made even a single cent for the channel, which is quite unfortunate. It means that I have done many, many, many hours of editing for exactly 0 cents. Now, I have no idea why this happened. I don't know if it was an error on my end, if it was a weird glitch in YouTube system. I have no idea, so I'm not gonna speculate. But the end result is basically that I made no money on these videos, which is unfortunate because I do use these videos to help fund the renovation. We've got some really fun things that are coming up, but they are of course expensive, and the videos do genuinely help. So I thought it would be a great time to plug my home renovation playlist. Bet you thought I was gonna say my Patreon, but no, I would never actually ask you for money for a situation that was potentially actually my fault. So instead, the home renovation playlist is completely free for you and also entertaining. It is all the episodes that I have ever released in the house renovation adventure journey saga. They're in chronological order. It will pop up at the end of this video. It'll look something like this. It's also linked in the video description of basically every single video on this channel. And if you have some time where you're sitting down to do some crafting, or you're cleaning and you want some background noise, maybe you're trying to body double, maybe you're trying to tune out your neighbor who is mowing their lawn way too loudly and has been for the last several hours. Whatever the case may be, this is like a great way to be entertained and get that background noise and also financially support the channel. Like if everybody who is watching this right now went and watched
2 to 3 episodes there, not only would you have a good time, but it would also go a long way towards helping make up for the lost revenue. So I just thought I would mention that. Obviously, you have no obligation. If you have no interest, like, don't do it. But I felt like a great time to pop in and just mention that. So thank you so much for being here, for bearing with me, for supporting the channel, and let's hope that this doesn't happen again, because it was very unfortunate and not fun journey to go through. So on that note, back to the renovation.
Overall, this is dead level.
Okay, and whoosh. Ah, nice. Mark, mark.
Need some food.
Yeah, grab some food. Very nice. Ready for a new silver plate. Words?
This one is changing really bad also.
I'm not sure we're gonna have time to get to that. What do you mean it needs changing? I don't know what you're talking about. It looks fine to me. Look, we found another sill plate to replace.
I rock neck.
Nice. Go take a look at that one.
No! No! This is a never-ending evil circle, and I don't think it's fun anymore.
So,
Grow it to the camera.
Okay. I have snacks, cheese, and...
Oh, Pinot came for Cheez-Its. I think Taya already ate the Cheez-Its. Look at her, she's frantic. I know there's Cheez-Its here somewhere.
No, we ate them, Peanut. Your Cheez-It rides are over.
merci. Pas la belle. But
Tiny Cheez-It. No more Cheez-Its for you. That's it.
It's not good for you or for us, but here we are. We're grown-ups. We make better decisions. Actually, you're the oldest one. Okay, but that's a problem for a new day. Right? We're not doing that today, right?
so this is floating. There used to be a nail there.
Is it even a sill, or is it just wood? Like...
What is a sill, Taya?
No,
but
wood. Wood stacked on top of each other. Like sill upon sill. No, not sill. Shimmy upon shimmy. What is wood even?
Can you give me an enough cut?
Of a sill?
Yeah. Yeah, but that's what I'm thinking. You can probably just chop that even. Don't mess with this.
And
Just chop
slide
that
it under
even
there.
with this here.
Yeah.
And just slide it under, because anyway it's kind of rotten.
Yeah.
I feel like it's Narnia underneath.
It's the
Yeah, I see
basement.
the light.
Don't die, Phil! Stay away from the light.
Like this. Also, okay, it's going down.
What is this?
It hurts on my head. I get headaches from it, so I'm just temporarily just holding it here.
Fashion.
I I call it handiwork fashion. Yeah.
I call it peanut fashion.
Oh, hey, Peanut. Hey, friend. Hey, potato.
Look at that stick. It's good stick.
It's good stick. Yes.
Yes. Ooh, look at that fit. My battery's gonna run out. What that will? Easy. 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 Wait, Nash. Oh, good doggo.
It's really not planning on it. It's just a thicker cloud, but it doesn't seem to be wanting to spit.
Rip it out!
So this is, wait, this is, but it shouldn't be that easy to move if it was actually, but I can't rip it out because the back here goes all the way down. Like it's, I need to chop it somehow.
You know what we should do with all the It's like a quarter of a silk plate.
Hey, look, it's a corbel.
Yeah, freaking molding for the.
What should we do?
We should burn all the old silk plates and have like a sacrificial bonfire.
I'm down with that. Oh, that would have been so cool!
We can't really see you. You have to go deep.
So I was just hanging out in the basement and I was wondering if you guys have snacks?
Any snacks?
Snacks? I want snacks! Give me snacks!
I don't think we see her in here very well. Just sitting in there eating marshmallows, laughing at us. Yeah, yeah. Like butter.
Then we screwed the two halves of the sill plate together and reinserted it under the house, and just in time because the rain was starting to fall.
Because 30 seconds are almost like millimeters. So you can just always talk in 30 seconds.
Super, let's do that from now on. Let's talk in time.
It's just
Time?
Yeah.
Not
That one is 1 hour.
No, not 30 seconds. Taya.
That's what Phil said.
No.
Yes, you said 30 seconds is kind of the same as centimeters. And I was like, perfect. That one is just 1 hour long beam.
No, 32.
32 is
30 seconds.
30 second ND. Then
The language barrier is so perfect.
because you can always talk in 30 seconds, but if at some point you say,
That's what I heard.
if
30
you,
seconds.
if you say 16 30 second, then just say 8 minutes.
You guys' fucking beam is not 10 foot. It's like, what? 20 minutes? Like, I don't even get it.